Okay, guys, I have my sequencer now with a metronome. Um, I'm going to show you the drum pads a little bit later, but the sequencer is first. I have already recorded a sequence or put one into the interface. The red squares means they have been played. So I put hi-hats at every other step. I didn't put it on the first note because it would interfere with the sound from the kick. The snare and the hi-hat overlap a little bit in volume here, but here you have an empty kick and an empty snare bank. Nothing is overriding it. So that's where you get the most clear sounds on this type of setup that I've created. It doesn't do well with overlapping sounds. Anyway, if you play it, you can actually show what's going on with the interaction. You can hide that. You can slow down the tempo. You can speed it back up if I can get the thing to drag. That's a little problem with the slider from Flash, is it doesn't do well with touch interfaces. Well, let me pause that. Yeah, as you can see, I'm having problems sliding it. That wasn't the case just a few moments ago when I tested it out on my own without recording it. But I'm not sure why I was able to slow it down and now I can't speed it back up. Looks like it doesn't work that well. I may have to design a custom slider which responds more to touch-based events rather than mouse-based events. I think this slider is made more for mouse interaction. In any case, let's move on to the drum pad. Well, let me show you one thing that's pretty cool. Right here you have move and zoom, and it means initialize. But let me not hit that because that will take me to drum pad kit 1. Right now it's on zoom, so if I zoom it, you see I can use the use the gesture events that we learned about this week. If I click on move, the feedback says move, and you can move the interface around. And I made sure to add the buttons in line after the SWF loader, which is why it's able to show in Z depth behind the buttons. If you add the SWF loader as the last line in the code, then it will cover the buttons. Drum pad kit 1. There's a metronome just like last week. And one thing you want to do that's very funny, is moving. So put it on zoom, because zoom requires 2 taps and you're typically going to tap with 1 finger. And you can indeed zoom this. Well, that's not intended. So you're hitting it. The reason it comes up so small is because when you hit the light green button to show, you can see that you can see the same lettering feedback, and you can hide that too. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this presentation. It's very brief. If you have any questions about it, I may not have addressed everything that I need to address, but please post questions so that I can answer them for you in the discussion board. And then yeah, that's it. That's my presentation for this week. Alright, and then next week I plan on adding some drawing functionality to the code so that you can draw into the interface and then have the drawings change instead of having something preloaded, such as these letters right here, and it's on zoom. So move, zoom, move. Instead of having these letters right here, then you will have whatever letters you draw into the interface. Alright, so that's it. Alright, take care.